So trading Forex is tough, period, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. It's an art, a skill, a lot of hard work to get right. So if there are tools, ideas, things that can make our lives easier in that space, wouldn't you like to know about them? Well, in this video I'm going to look at just one of those. Now, what is the problem here, or the issue is, well, most of the FX market is dominated by the US dollar, and what I see traders doing time and time again is they're forgetting about correlation. So they'll buy USD CAD, buy USD JPY, sell GBP USD, sell Euro USD, and find themselves massively correlated to the movement of the US dollar. So wouldn't it be nice if you could just trade the US dollar outright? Well, you can, and like I say, in this video I'm going to take you through how you can do that, what it's all about, and where you can actually get trading this great place to get that exposure to the US dollar. So with that, let's dig in. Well, the answer is really very simple, and it's available to all, and it is the US dollar basket index, and it is what it says on the tin. Back in 1973, after Bretton Woods, the US Fed wanted to create a basket of currencies so it could measure the strength or weakness of the US dollar against those countries. Now, back then, before the euro, there was a lot more currencies in the basket, but mostly it's made up now of the euro. It's heavily euro weighted, but it does include like the yen, the pound, Canadian dollar, Swedish krona. As you can see from the pie chart there, it's got a mix of currencies. Now, why is this good for us? Well, that means we don't need to use currency pairs if we think the US dollar is either strong or weak. It's as simple as that. We can take a point of view on which way we think the US dollar is moving, and we can put that trade on. So now you're asking, how do we actually put that trade on? Well, initially it was a futures market, and it's on the ICE exchange at the moment. Liquidity is not too bad, so if you've got a futures account you can trade in there. But if you're somewhere else around the world or don't have access to the direct futures market, then it's pretty much available in CFDs and spread bets. And I've got an example for you here in my Trade Nation account, and we'll take a quick look. So here I am in my Trade Nation spread betting CFD account. Now, I'll put a link in the description below if you want to learn more about them. But they offer the dollar index, and you can find that on their platform under Indices, US, and then at the top, dollar index. And at the moment they're offering the September contract. I believe that's the most liquid front month contract there, and that's the one you really want to be trading. And as you can see, a decent spread, only 4 points there. And in terms of leverage, it's not bad actually, 20 to 1 on a standard account, and minimum trade size very small, so for those with small accounts you can get exposure there. So that's just a typical example of showing you how you can access the dollar index outside of the US, because remember, US can't trade CFDs and spread bets. And if you're in the US and want to play the dollar index, like I said, try and find a futures broker locally to yourselves that will offer this contract. And really, it's a fantastic one to trade, and we're just going to have a look at its performance next over the last short while, and the reasons why I like to trade it. So firstly, why do I like to trade it? Well, really, it's great for creating FX strategies, especially around your point of view of the US dollar. It's low spread, it's got good liquidity, You know, like I say, you can get in and out really easy, do some decent size on there as well, and it works very nicely in the world of technical analysis. And I trade it in all time frames, from the really fast, short, maybe 10-15 minutes, up to, you know, daily. I even trade it in charts like Req'd. And the main big reason why we'll be interested in this is really because, you know, it takes away the noise. Now here's a currency strength for different time periods that I've just built into TradingView. Here we've got the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour and the 15 minutes, just so I can see what's going on. And you can see it's a bit of a mess, isn't it, really, between, you know, the majors here, and well, I've put in the basket of those currencies in the dollar index. Now we can see the green one there at the top, light green, that's the US dollar. So we can see it's reasonably strong in the longer term, maybe in the medium term more neutral, but we can actually see against those others that are weak, especially the yen, and if we saw the euro especially weak as well, those two, then maybe we want to be long the dollar index. But, you know, like I say, if you're trying to trade these individually, there's a heck load of noise in there amongst those other currency pairs, which a lot of people get mixed up in. They forget the correlation and they get into a tangle, lose money, don't know why. So keep it simple. That's the biggest reason why I like trading dollar index, and the fact that you can easily apply it for all sorts of strategy. Now also in terms of performance, like I said, it's been gone a long while back in history. Price day, this is a monthly chart, and remember it's an index, so it's based to 100. So if it's above the 100, we know that it is stronger than that basket that it's trading against. And as you can see, it went up to a high back in 85 of over 160 when it was really strong, and it's been down as low as the 70s back in 2008, after, you know, during the last big economic bubble we saw burst in there. And since then it's actually got stronger and stronger, and is now trading, you know, around 105, 106, that sort of zone, 104, which is telling me that it's stronger than the basket of currencies it's looking at. So at the moment US dollar strong, but you can see that history. It's really good for trends in all sorts of time frames because it smooths out the data a lot more. But just do remember that it's heavily euro and Japanese yen, and you could probably say pound weighted there. But that's the performance of the index, and we've now seen how we can trade it and why we would want to trade it. So I really recommend that you take a deeper look into the dollar index. I find it a brilliant one to trade, definitely worth your time. You know, go to that ICE website, find out the information about it, find it on your futures spread betting CFD account, whatever, and get stuck into it. I guarantee it's worth your time, that one. Really good one to trade. Let me know in those comments below what you think. And if you want to talk even more detail about the dollar index, why not join us in our free Traders Club on Discord. I'll put the link in the description below for you to follow there. And if you liked today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons. All that's left for me to say then is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.